The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And this portion of the Coach's Show is brought to you by Ideas Tees, who will be happy to help you fulfill all of your imprinted apparel, embroidery, and advertising specialty needs. Find out more at ideastees.com. And joining me on the program today, this morning, is Matt Williams. And Matt, it was not for the faint of heart, your game the other night. It was quite exciting.
No, it wasn't. This is Mark Williams, by the way.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mark. Okay.
Y'all doing all right today?
Nobody tells me anything on this radio station. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was it was a fun ball game to be at. Definitely, took it down to the wire. East Nashville, well-coached team, plays very hard. They make a deep run every year in the playoffs. A lot of good athletes there, and so we knew it was going to be a dogfight. And it was. We were fortunate enough to come out on top at the end.
I know one thing. Your offense kind of exploded in this game. Let me give you some stats here. I know you already have them, but for everybody else, 31 carries for Ryan Carver, 109 yards. Britton Judkins was 17 of 20 for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was a great game. Tyreek had 9 receptions for 107 yards, and R.J. Williams had 15 carries for 89 yards. So the offense was definitely, when you needed it, you had it.
Yeah, it was. I was proud of the way Britton Judkins stepped up, and delivered the ball, got the ball into the playmakers' hands. And there were times there where we had a good, clean pocket for him and allowed him to work and deliver the ball. But Tyreek, had a great night. We get down to one time on the fourth down call near the end zone, and we throw one up to him. He comes down with it. That was great on his part. But overall we started to click a little bit and started to move the ball, and it's good when you do that. And defense helped us out a couple of times. We got a turnover, and we're able to turn that into points. So it was a good team effort.
DJ Barksdale in that fumble recovery, and he also rushed for 2 touchdowns. And I know he's an important factor defensively. Do you try to limit him a little bit on offense to save him some?
Yeah, he's taking on a bigger role on defense, at his end spot, and so we're trying to limit what he does on offense. He's always there if we need him, like he was the other night, and he's happy to do that. But we're trying to get him more one side of the ball right now, so he can really develop there. But yeah, he was clutch when we needed him the other night. And did a great job on defense.
Well, the weather definitely cooperated last night. It was Thursday night. It was a beautiful night for football, and that's been kind of unusual for us in the last few weeks. Tell me a little something about where do you feel you are right now, because you're fixing to have a big game coming up. We're going to talk about in just a second, but injury-wise, has the fall break come to a good time? I know everybody's got a few dings and dents.
Right, yeah. I don't think it could have come at a better time for us. We've got some guys that need to get healed up, and it should be by the time we get back off fall break. But yeah, it's that time of year where everybody's got a little injury here or there and stuff been nagging them and trying to get better. And I think every team is about that way this time of the year. But as far as our team where we're at right now, we're in a positive trajectory right now. Which I think every coach would want to be at this point in the year. You never want to peak too early, And I think what we're starting to see, just in terms of us, and that's really all we can worry about right now, is what we're doing. We're starting to see some of our younger guys pick up things. We're starting to see them understanding things, and it's pretty good feeling when you start to see that light, click on for some of them. But we still got a lot of room to get better, that we have to. And like you said, we've got a really tough stretch coming up for us.
Mark, you talk about, first of all, East Nashville. It seems like every year that is a tough game. I mean, it's usually close. Is it a good matchup for you guys, or is that why? Or I know they have a lot of speed, or usually have a lot of speed.
Well, yeah, they have a ton of speed. They're well coached, and we need to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to see that. It helps us out, and we know when we play East Nashville that it's going to be a tough game. And I think every team needs to win a close game early in the year so they know what that feels like. Because a lot of times, if you're winning games and it's not really a game in the fourth quarter, you don't know how your guys are going to react. And we got put in a lot of good situations the other night that we had to we had to compete in. We had to show that we could work in those situations and come through. We had at one point we had to go for two just so the point differential would be in our favor. And we completed a pass for a 2-point conversion is something we worked on. So that was a good situation to be in for us. And I think, if you're in those games that are close like that, your team can grow a little bit from that.
I do feel like you've made leaps and bounds offensively in the last few weeks. And as you go into fall break, I don't know what your all schedule is, but you'll give them a few days off, I guess?
Yeah, we actually give our guys the week off.
Mm-hmm.
It's come to that point to where family time is really important. You only get to go around this earth so many times, and so we want to make sure our kids are with their families doing that because we'll have plenty of time to work and get ready for that. But a lot of our kids will get out of town, coaches will get out of town, and we need that break. And Coach Williams decided that a while back that he was just going to do that, and it's been something that's worked out for us. And I think we can all come back with a little bit, a clear head, come back refreshed. And come back ready to finish out the home stretch of the season.
Well, let's talk a little bit here in the few minutes that we have left. We want to talk about this next game coming up, a team that you're pretty familiar with. It's Stewart's Creek, and they have been playing really good ball.
Oh, man, they played really good ball. Again, another well-coached team, a team that I'm sure is very confident right now and should be. A team that, when you watch them on film, they play hard, play through the whistle. Defense flies around. Offensively, they do a lot of things schematically that makes it tough. And so, yeah, I mean, they've done a great job up to this point, and they're going to be a tough team to compete with, and we definitely have to prepare for them.
And Coach, when you look at them, I don't know what the difference is, but this year. They seem to be much sounder defensively, and they score a lot of points, and they've got some weapons out there.
Absolutely. I think, having a year, and they're playing some older guys, playing some guys that have been around in that system, in the defensive system for, a couple years now, so I'm sure that helps, and the same thing on offense. I think you find your groove and you're able to flow, and they've done that, and like I said, they do some things that make it tough on us that we're going to have to prepare for, both defensively and offensively. Offensively, they run a lot of sets that we're going to have to get lined up to and be prepared for the end. And special teams. I think special teams, they do a great job. They got a kicker that does a good job. A lot of the film I watched, they're putting offenses in holes and they're starting off, in the negative way back. So that's something that we have to prepare for on the special team side of it too.
When the season started, I really feel like you guys kind of knew that the two of you might meet in a crucial game like this, due to the fact if everybody did what they, if everything came together like you thought it would and they thought it would, and this is a really big game to really talk about seeding in your region, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Having that top spot in the region really helps you out in the postseason because, we match up with Williamson County, and there's a big difference between, playing a 3 or 4 seed in that region. It's a really big difference. So, it's a coveted spot, and I know that we'll get their best shot. Just like they'll get our best shot. It should be a fun ball game.
I know with the fall break coming up, this gives the coaches a little time to refuel, re-energize a little bit too, and spend time with their family. I know that's important, and I think Matt and I talked 2 or 3 years ago about taking the whole week, and I kind of loved his answer was just like you said. Sometimes there's more important things in football, and these kids need it, and you guys need it. And so your plans, what are you going to do?
Well, right now I'm at Center College, and my son had a visit today, so we're going to go watch the ball game. We're in Danville, Kentucky.
All right.
And we're just going to spend the week hanging out. And, I'll be taking care of a lot of chores around the house that need to get done that have been let go.
Yeah.
Point season, but I just hope everybody gets time to spend time with their family and relax and just come back a little refreshed.
So your answer is you're going to be really busy.
Yeah, I think so.
Those chores kind of add up, don't they? Well, we appreciate it, Coach, and good luck with Stewart's Creek on the 18th. Gosh, that crowd's going to be huge, isn't it? I mean, it's just the two of you two together.
Great atmosphere for high school football.
Hey, you can't beat it. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. This portion of the show is brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. When we come back, it's Blackman football. Matt Kreisky will be our guest here on the Apprentice Heating and Air Coach's Corner.